On a recent interview with Daily Mail, Roy Jones Jr. was caught complimenting Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a way that I haven't seen before. And he was saying that Floyd Mayweather laying the blueprint down as far as holding your O. And he said it in a positive way. He said that this actually helped the fighters now be able to get these big paydays that they're getting. Because beforehand, a lot of fighters didn't really put any worth into their career as far as value of trying to get a nice payday as far as to a certain point, because in boxing a lot of guys just going out there putting things on the line. As Roy Jones knows from experience, it's a lot of times that he probably could have went a certain way with his career and chased the paydays. And we know that Roy Jones didn't just chase paydays. He could have had a lot more ways of getting money in boxing if he was just chasing paydays. But he was doing a lot more things that was in line with legacy. Even going up to heavyweight, everything, people know that. But he said that Floyd Mayweather laying that blueprint of fighters for the future of holding the O. It actually gave these guys some worth, because he said at the end you don't really have any responsibility if you don't have a title. You gotta, the O is something that a lot of people try to hold on to. It's either you hold on to the O or you hold on to your belts. And a lot of times when you don't have a belt, a lot of pressure on holding that O is important, but holding titles is a different kind of responsibility, he was saying. But they still entitle some responsibility to be able to hold on to both. And he makes a lot of sense. And it's crazy that he's saying this right now. He kind of caught himself off guard because he was making a point, but the only name he could really think of was Floyd. And we know that he has a back and forth openly with Floyd where he wants to jump in the ring. But Roy Jones is not a guy who's going to sit up here and let a feud or some kind of so-called beef stop him from complimenting the fighter or great. Now, he said that Floyd isn't the greatest of all time in his eyes, but he let it be known that it's things that Floyd has done in boxing for guys like Terrence Crawford and everyone in boxing right now that's helping them get paid and flourish in the boxing game like he's never seen before. And I'm pretty sure that Roy Jones would have liked that a lot of guys in the past probably took this route. It would have equaled a lot more paydays, and a lot of guys would probably be well off when it comes to finances. But he's seen that the things that Floyd has done has put things in place for a guy like Turkey Al-Sheikh to come into boxing and to hand out the kind of paydays that he's handing out. And that's a real big point that Roy Jones is making, because I don't think that without a Floyd Mayweather, you will be seeing the type of paydays that you're getting, because Canelo is a huge product of coming from Floyd Mayweather and a lot of other guys too as well that's on promotional companies, and even guys like the Paul brothers who has some kind of connection to Floyd. Even one of the guys had a fight. So it's a lot of things that Floyd has done as far as when it comes to money and finances and the way things are flowing in boxing. You could also put a couple of other guys in there as well, but when he held on to that, a lot of people put a lot of value into it, saying that it's a good thing for boxing. Other people didn't like it. They felt like guys is not really fighting each other as much and it's holding the sport back. But as far as to this point now, this is where boxers wanted to get to as far as getting paid. And they're in that position now. And like I said before, a lot of things that Floyd has done help get them to this point, no matter what anybody else says or anything else. And Roy Jones knows this. He knows if he would have came after Floyd Mayweather, he would have been getting paid right now. But he came before Floyd, and things weren't like that all around. And Floyd was young at the time, and this wasn't really something that was thought out to just hold your value the way that Floyd did. But now when you look back and you see everything that's happened since and how the game of boxing has changed and how guys are actually getting paid, a guy like Roy Jones looks at it and he says, man, changed the game. Like that was a game changer. Helping a lot of guys get paid, and a lot of guys are benefiting from it. A guy like Crawford was able to do the same thing, hold his value, because he could have just stayed on at top rank and said, you know what, I'm just gonna do this and that. But he got away from that situation, and he felt like it was better things ahead. And you got to give him credit to that, especially with a guy like Terrence Crawford. But big from Roy Jones to give Floyd that kind of compliment right now. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe. Yeah, come on, man.